Welcome to episode 17 of Tools in the Hall. I know I always say we've got a big shipment, but this one is bigger than most. I know I've said that before. But this one's almost too big. Almost. This is a humongous order for us, and we've got more on the way. Just a couple of days ago, I placed, I think, two of the biggest orders that we've placed to date, and I want to thank you for making that possible, because if you're not buying stuff, I can't sell it, and a lot of this stuff is special order items. You saw 3 scanners in there today that we'll talk about in a little bit, but I've never seen sales doing what they're doing right now, and to have not just 3 scanner sales at a time, but these were not just the same week, these weren't even just the same day, these were 3 scanner sales in about 15 minutes of each other. I went to one facility, dropped off a scanner to them, and then went to another facility and dropped off 2 more for them. So it's been a crazy last couple of weeks. I am very grateful because you make it all possible. And I think that there's enough new stuff in here today to make the video worth your while. So grab yourself a cool, refreshing beverage, maybe a snack, get comfy, because we've got a lot of stuff to go over. Let's start with some new stuff here. I don't know what this is, so we're going to learn together. This is a new product line from my biggest supplier, a company called ISN, or Integrated Supply Network. I have some, these are sample items for tablet, laptop, and cell phone holders for vehicles. They're all suction cup for windshield mounting, made by a company called Tough Tested. I have no idea who these guys are. These are new products. So we'll test them, and I'll try them out in the trucks. We'll give them out to customers to try, get some feedback on them. If they're worth having, we will put them on the trucks. I suspect that guys will either use these for personal use, or the biggest market will probably be for road techs and mobile mechanics. But I don't know. I mean, that's just my supposition. What they're actually used for, who knows? I don't even know if there's a market for them. There's a solar charger with an LED light and a power on a solar panel. They've got one of these guys that fits in your cup holder that holds a tablet or a laptop. And the last thing they got in here is a little, hold on, this little lantern with a power bank function so you can charge stuff with it like a phone. Oh, that might be a cool cool market for this. I don't know. It'd be fun to find out. And they're putting on the packages say they have 5-year warranties on them. That's pretty impressive for an electronic item like a charger or a light, especially because, you know, when I look at these are not built to the same standard as, say, Coast or Streamlight lights are, but you know, even their suction cup holders have 5-year warranties. That's pretty impressive. I like that. What they're like to deal with, I have no idea. If they stand behind warranty claims, couldn't tell you. Again, it's a brand new brand. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up my trash as we go. Brand new brand, brand new product line. It's available to me. I haven't ordered them, so we'll play around with these, hand them out, get them out in people's hands, and get some feedback on them. All right, over in this box we have from our friends at Snap-on a pair of drawer slides for a toolbox. We are selling a toolbox on consignment for somebody, and a pair of drawer slides needs to be replaced, so we ordered a pair from our Snap-on pals, and we'll be getting that fixed up and ready to go. And we do that a lot, by the way. I mean, we're ordering stuff from Matco and Snap-on, mostly those two companies particularly. Guys ask us all the time for key and lock sets for their tool carts and boxes. We order them directly from those guys, and they're great to work with. You know, they're dealing with corporate like we do. It's way different than dealing with the dealers on the trucks. We just have accounts with corporate. We call them, email them, whatever, order online, and we get stuff from them. We don't buy as dealers because we're not authorized to purchase, but and we buy regular retail like anybody else would, but we'll do that for people. We do it regularly. Jack Links is our beef jerky vendor. The Wild Heat ones are particularly popular. The black pepper flavor, and they have the sweet and hot flavor, which is also very popular. We have to have beef jerky on the trucks. It's per item our #1 selling thing, by SKU, I should say. We've got a bunch of these Streamlight Pocket Mate flashlights coming in. These are an incredible seller. We cannot keep these on the trucks. As soon as I stock up, they're gone again. So Streamlight has this 325 lumen flashlight. It's a tiny little light. Now you can see the lens on the end there. Switch is right there. It has a little clip on it, like a carabiner, that you can put on your keyring. And around the back, see if we can see it underneath there. You can just see it underneath. There's a clip that slides onto the brim of your ball cap. Wear it on your cap, put it on your keychain. They come in 4 colors: red, blue, pink, and silver. And they've been extremely popular now. This video I'm shooting middle of October. You will probably see this middle to the end of November. Folks have been buying these for their family, for gifts for the holidays, and I think they're on sale right now for $33 and change. And they're built solid. That's an all aluminum housing. That's a very substantial switch. It's a nice positive on-off click, and I can't keep them on the truck. I love stuff like that. This is a 10mm gearbox Gearwrench that we're swapping out under warranty for somebody. Oh, a bunch of K-Tool stuff in this box, and I am liking K-Tool more and more and more. K-Tool is a third-party brand owned by our largest supplier, ISN, and they sell stuff that's manufactured by other companies under their own brand. The great thing about that is because they buy so much stuff, they can negotiate their own pricing on it, which means we can usually sell the same stuff that you'll find in other brands for less if it comes from K-Tool. And this set of snap ring pliers I think it's made by Lang. I could be wrong about that. The reason why I think it's made by Lang is because I know Lang manufactures for other brands. They used to manufacture Max snap ring pliers. And these are, well, I thought they were made in the USA. Hold on, let me, Oh, these are made in Taiwan. I thought I saw a post that said these are made in the U.S. Maybe these are not made by Lang. If they're made in Taiwan, probably not, because I know Lang manufactures their snap ring pliers in the U.S., but I could have sworn I saw a listing for these in my supplier's flyer that they're made in the U.S. Okay, there's some discrepancy there. Regardless, they are a very good pair of a very good set of snap ring pliers, and the price is right on them. They're about $30 less than the Lang ones. The Lang quality is great. These are just as good, I think. And you want to save a few bucks? It's a good way to do it. 12 pieces in that set. So it is like 4 groups of 3 that have the same tip size. And they have straight, 45, and 90 degree tips on each one's in the group of 3 in that set. K-Tool also has these magnetic glove holders. These just stick right to the side of your toolbox or the lid of your cart, and you slide in a box of gloves. Very handy. I think K-Tool has had some branding and policy changes that they've been going through. This is a set of 5 reversible ratcheting double box spline wrenches. If you don't own a set like this, you're going to pretty soon, I'm sure, because this is extremely popular. The ones that you've seen are from Easy Red. You probably have seen the Platinum brand from another tool supplier called Medco that is sold by the Mac Tools guys. I've been selling the Mountain ones. Monster had a set like this, and K-Tool now has a set. Mountain and K-Tool are both owned by ISN, so it's just a matter of them packaging up and branding these the way they want. Cat hair. The thing with when they first came out with this set of wrenches, they put in their product information to me that they had a 1-year warranty on them. And I called my rep and I said, you can't seriously be putting a 1-year warranty on a hand tool. The Mountain ones had a lifetime warranty. Easy Red has a lifetime warranty. Platinum has a lifetime warranty. I said, this can't possibly be that way. It's got to be, I said, a misprint. And he said, well, no. He said, but here's the reality. And what he said was true, and I knew this, but I just want to make sure that I'm selling these things with the correct information, and that is, even if these had a 1-year warranty, if you break one, I'm going to give you a new one, and then I'll deal with it on the back end, and they'll give me a credit for it, so it's not an issue. But in the interest of giving out correct information, I didn't want to hand these to somebody and it's saying on the package 1-year warranty, and meanwhile me saying no, don't worry about that. There's really a lifetime. I don't like to do business that way. But look what happened. On the package, they say is a lifetime warranty. Fair enough. I can work with that. That's all anyone wants. Just put on the package, let everybody know what to expect, and it's business as usual, which it should be. I like that. So good on you. Good on you, ISN, for stepping it up with the warranty on that. If it was a policy change, thank you. If it's not, and it was just a misprint, thanks for getting it right. No one, I mean, any hand tool has to have a lifetime warranty. That's just the way the business works. So it doesn't do any good to have a hand tool that doesn't, unless there's such a significant price difference that you're going to save $100 and there's no warranty, or $200, whatever it is. And I'll give you an example. Carbide burrs. The ones we have from Astro are an 8-piece set with no warranty, but all 8 pieces only cost $97.99. For 8 pieces. Compare that with a 4-piece set for over twice the price from other companies like Mac and Matco, and I think Snap-on's pricing is even more than that. They might be up to like $350 on an 8-piece set. Those have warranties on them. Okay, well then you're getting something for your money, and you know what that is. If you buy one from me for a significant difference like that, and I tell you there's no warranty, at least you know going in, and you can decide for yourself where the value lies. Do you want to buy something today at a lower price and then buy the individual pieces to replace them if they break? Or do you want to, in essence, prepay for your brokens, which is what you're doing for a tool like that with a warranty? Entirely up to you, but at least that way I can give you that choice and give you all the information up front. That's the way I like to do it. And so such was the case with these wrenches. I'm glad that they put it on the package that they have a lifetime warranty, because it just makes everything that much easier. It was a while since I had a really good audio product, and I don't know who manufactures these, but they're branded for K-Tool, and these are a Bluetooth speaker. They're a 60-watt speaker. They have surprisingly good bass response and very clear high end. And even though it's only a 60-watt amplifier, even if you turn these up all the way, there's no distortion. Very clear sound on these. And I know Cornwell is selling that same speaker that is branded for Cornwell, so I don't know who makes it, but they did a very good job with it, and I'm very glad, because it's a solid unit. It's got a nice weight to it, which means there's good quality magnets in the speakers, and the quality is reflected in the sound. I'm happy to finally have what I consider to be a real good quality audio solution, and these have been selling very, very well because of that. I take one out of the box, keep it on the truck, that way I can demo it, and without fail, as soon as someone hears it, they'll take it, because it's not the loudest thing you're ever going to listen to, but it doesn't have to be, because it's so portable. Just put the thing on your tool cart and keep it with you. Steelman makes a beautiful set of terminal tools. These have the blue anodized aluminum handles. This is their 19-piece master set and covers just about every terminal tool application. Beautifully made knurled handles, easy to grip. Comes in a blow molded case. Here's another set of the K-Tool snap ring pliers. Easy Red has this 33-piece quarter stick set. In here is a 12-inch long and a 4-inch long quarter-inch ratcheting driver that's got a hex socket on one end for bits and a quarter-inch male drive on the other end for sockets. And they come with bits and sockets in here. Great little set. They're increasingly popular. As soon as I put one on the truck, it's usually gone. So we're starting to bulk up a little bit on these. Yeah, I've got a bunch of these now, so that'll hold us for a little bit. Streamlight has an updated Stinger flashlight. I will admit I'm not that familiar with this one. A guy saw it in our flyer and asked me to get it for him. Let me put this down so I can get this out of the box. So I don't really know all that... I don't really know much about it, but we're going to find out here together, because that's the purpose of these videos. How do I get it out of the box? I don't know. Alright. Wow, they good packaging, Streamlight. Alright. There. What the heck? How do they do this? I'm caught kind of flat-footed on this. I don't really know what is so awesome about this light. It's a Stinger from Streamlight. Comes in the regular drop-in charger like they have for all their other Stingers. This guy, I don't know. I have no idea what's so great about this light. It's got a low, medium, high switch that you just flip between, so you don't have to keep pushing your power button. There's low, there's medium, there's high. It's got a tail cap switch and a switch on the body. It's a square body, so, I mean, it's not going to roll anywhere, which is kind of cool. All right, I lied. It's rolling. First time with a new product, Lindsay. I know. Okay, so it rolls. I don't know what the squared off body does for you. Easier to hold, maybe? I don't know. It has a textured grip on it. So, I don't know. It's got... Yeah, I don't know. Is this just a marketing gimmick, Streamlight, or is this like a real thing? I don't know. I don't know what the advantage to this thing is. Well, let's read about it a little bit and see what they tell us. They tell us that it has 2,000 lumens on high. That's kind of impressive. Low 100, medium 850 lumens. On high, it's a 2-hour runtime. That's not bad. For 2,000 lumens, I might give that, high marks. I don't know, maybe it's just got better specs than the old ones, because I know the normal Stingers do not have specs even that good. I want to say 700 lumens on high and the old ones for like an hour and a half of runtime. So it looks like they're getting better runtime, higher light output. If this is like the other Stingers, it has a lifetime warranty. I'm trying to see if that is in fact the case. If they put that on the box somewhere. They don't. Well, if this is like everything else, it's got a lifetime warranty on it. And it's a Streamlight, so it'll probably cost a lot of money. Oh, I can tell you exactly how much it costs. Yeah, $233.99. Yeah, it's a lot of money for a flashlight. Streamlight's prices are always kind of high. If you were in, are they worth it? I guess so. They're very well built. There's never a quality issue with Streamlight products. And they put a lifetime warranty on them, so they'll always take care of them after the sale, but that's a lot of money to put up for a flashlight that you'll probably lose. Oh, I said it. I know, it hurts to hear. Especially because they make these in black and they don't have colors that make them easier to see if you put them on a floor of a vehicle or leave them on the shop floor or something like that. Be careful with these. Please don't lose them. Tie a ribbon around them or something where you can see them better. I don't know. I think Streamlight products are outstanding. I think they're overpriced when you compare them to Coast, which also has outstanding products. Very similar quality, slightly better specs across the line on their product line. And Coast does headlamps, flashlights, and now they're doing some work lights and some other things. So I like Coast products. I think there's a better value with Coast, but this customer wanted this one in particular, so that's what he gets. I just put this back in the box so you can watch me so you can watch me repackage this. Oh, let me put the camera down here. Here we have a 3/8 locking extension from Gearwrench. That's a warranty replacement. This is a Lyle exhaust pipe expander. Not the most popular tool I've ever sold. But one guy in particular really needed it, so that's what we're getting them. I believe. Yeah, this is kind of an interesting tool. It weighs a lot. So you have this end here that goes in where you're going to flare out your exhaust pipe. You turn that forcing screw and it spreads these blades here. And that's what expands your exhaust pipe. Okay. And I'm very happy that Gearwrench came out with some wrench sets in their new 90 tooth lineup. that seem to be priced really well. We've been selling a bunch of these lately. They have this 14-piece standard set and a 16-piece metric set. This is just a regular gear wrenches, no offset, straight across, and they have their new 90-tooth gear design. I want to praise Gearwrench on the packaging on this. The fact that they put these in boxes is so much better than how they would package their wrench sets. They would lay their wrench sets in a plastic wrench rack and shrink wrap it. And they're very difficult to display on the shelves of a tool truck. They take up, they're awkward shaped, they take up weird space, it makes it inefficient. These, I can just line them up, stack them up, and it's a great picture on the cover, so it's easy to see what they got. And they put the plastic holder inside the box. So they're including everything, but they've just upgraded the packaging to the point where, I think they were thinking of the retailer, I like to believe. And that means that they wanted something that's easier to display. It might even make it easier to package and ship, I'm guessing, because they can get more, I don't know if they get more efficient use. I mean, it takes up more room, but, so I don't know. There's a trade-off here. You know, when you package and ship these things out of the factory, they're going to take up way more space in your shipping container, but they're easier to handle, and because everything's got squared corners, you're going to be able to stack them more efficiently than the old way of packaging them. And yeah, it costs a little bit more because they're making a cardboard box for it instead of just putting shrink wrap on it. But so much better to display in your retail space. So thanks, Gearwrench. Appreciate that. Even if it wasn't intentional, I don't know. But I'm glad you did it because it works out very well. And we've been selling a bunch of them. They put the new high visibility markings on them so you can easily see the size. And I don't know if they stamp the part numbers on them. I wish they would. That's the one thing a lot of companies don't do that I really wish they would do. It helps the retailer out too, especially come warranty time. Let's stamp the part number on the tool so we can all tell what it is. Oh, you've seen this plenty of times in other tool haul videos, and I also have a video that I do a review on these. This is the Astro pneumatic quick lock die grinder. Over, I think it's a 0.35 horsepower motor. A nice composite body so it doesn't get cold. And the motor is large enough that you can use these for extended periods. We sell a lot of these to fabricators who use them all the time, all day. They hold up very well. Never had a failure of them at all. We've seen great performance out of them. So that's our go-to for an angled die grinder. And I think they're cost $115 on the truck. So they're way less expensive than the Ingersoll ones and the Dynabrade ones. Certainly they're way less expensive than Snap-on and Mako. And I think for what you get, it's kind of hard to argue the price versus the functionality having that quick lock feature, because you don't need two wrenches to loosen and tighten the collet. A little button on the back of the head, you just push that, locks it, and then you turn it with one wrench. So it's faster. These are the Pitbull pliers from Gearwrench. Why do they call them Pitbull pliers? I don't know. They don't look like dogs. I don't know why. I'm sure there's some reason that their marketing people thought of, but they're a good pair of pliers. They're a good pair of pliers. They're a little jostled around in the packaging here. We'll just get them presentable for you. There you go. And they have two pairs of tongue and groove, one pair of lineman's pliers, diagonal cutters, needle nose, and regular slip joint pliers. And all 6 pieces, I think, are $120, $125 or something like that. Lifetime warranty on them. The nice feature these have is on the rubber grip here is this, it's a grabby feature. I'm sure there's some marketing term for that I don't know. What do they call it? They call it something. I don't know. I'm sure they got a marketing term for that. It allows you to grab things like things with sensitive surfaces, or or ornamental nuts and things without damaging the surface. That's the idea anyway. Holes in the handles for tethers, so you can tie them to your wrist or your belt and not lose them if you drop them. So if you're working up in a high place or you're in outer space, then they won't float away on you. I don't sell to astronauts, but you know, if you're going up in space anytime soon and you need a pair of pliers, call me. Perhaps the best value in the master Torx and hex sockets. The Gearwrench 84-piece master set is less than half of the Blue Point set that you'll find on the Snap-on trucks. That's almost identical to this one. This one has standard and metric hex. It has regular and tamper-proof Torx, and also the external Torx sockets, as well as long ball end hex and long Torx sockets. Everything has a lifetime warranty in here, and I think we're doing them for like $191 right now, or $194 or something. They're $400 on Snap-on's website under the Blue Point brand. So I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me at all to spend $400 on this set. The Gearwrench set is fine. No issues at all. People love that set. For the money, you can't beat them. And we got a bunch of these that we keep on the trucks because they're such good sellers. Keep stocked up on those. And here's another set of the standard 90-tooth wrenches. This is an empty box. We will use this box for putting tools into that we keep in our in-house repair department, which is right over there. Astro has this puller kit. That one just had a piece replaced in it. Here it is in its packaging. So you can use it for alternator, power steering pulleys. Comes in a blow molded case. Doesn't cost a stupid amount like the Mac and Mako ones do. Lyle oil filter wrenches. This is the same one that you find on the Mack trucks. Lyle manufactures for a lot of other companies and brands to the point where if you see this on the Mack truck, there's just a letter L in front of that part number. They don't even change the part number. L for Lyle, and then so on a Mack truck it's L54200. Unless they change that. That's what it was years ago when I was a Mack dealer. Same ones. And I was going to say something interesting and cool. I forgot what it was. Lyle manufactures them for... Oh, they don't even... Yeah, about the part number. So they just don't even change the part number. Where else you can see that is on Cornwell's air tools. The ones that Ingersoll makes, the Cornwell part number starts with IR, and the ones AirCat makes, the part number start with CAT. Yeah, they don't even change them. It's one of those things that if you know it, you know it. If you don't, well, now you do. What else? More terminal tools. This is the taped shut. Hold on. This is a terminal tool set from Lyle. This has the poke yourself in the hand style tools. Fairly popular. It's got fewer options than that master set from Steelman that I showed you earlier, but this one costs about half the price. Not nearly as nice or swanky, but it'll get the job done. This is the 120 XP, 24-inch long, half-inch drive ratchet from Gearwrench. The 120 XP mechanism does not have 120 teeth in the gear. What it has is a 60-tooth gear and 2 offset pawls. So there's 120 positions on the gear. 3-degree arc swing, so you get in the tighter spaces, and a very high leverage 24-inch long handle. These guys are on sale for like $82. So we've been selling them like crazy. Where else can you buy a ratchet like this for 82 bucks? And don't say Home Depot or Amazon. Come on now, seriously. The Streamlight Bandit Pro headlamp is a really good value. These are great little lightweight headlamps that throw a nice even light. They're rated for 180 lumens, only 1.6 ounces. You can clip it on your ball cap if you want, or use the elastic headband. And they recharge with a USB cord. Very handy. What's this? Replacement wrench for warranty. Looks like I got some leftover Mountain branded 5-piece metric double box universal spline ratcheting wrenches. So these are the ones that are identical to those K-Tool ones here. Same exact wrench set, just a different brand name. They're both owned by ISN, so it's even the same company. I guess they just have some leftover packaging or something before they completed the rebrand. These are Lyle disconnect pliers. What are they for? These guys disconnect those hose clamps that they're I don't know what they're called. They're like black plastic round ones, and they have these yellow plastic. I'm not going to say ears. They're more like buttons on the side, and you have to be able to get around it and push them in to release them. And these are the pliers that do that. They have it on a picture here. See, they get around the connector and push in on the little yellow tabs, I guess you'd call them. I mean, they're specialty pliers for sure. You're not going to use them for much else besides that. But when you need them, you need them. Here's a better picture. And here's a set of the Lang snap ring pliers. See, these are the ones that are made in the USA, which I like. So it's nice that I can give people a choice. You want to pay $165 for a made in the US Lang pair, or do you want to pay $130 for a made in Taiwan K-Tool set? The choice is yours entirely. Some people will opt for the extra money for the US ones, and other people say, no, I'm fine with the less expensive ones from Taiwan. Either one's fine. It's nice to be able to give a choice. That's the name of the game on this guy's tool truck. I want you to have options before you that make sense for your budget or your buying philosophy or something that you have in mind for how you want to do business and how you want to stock your toolbox. I love being able to give that kind of choice because not everybody can do that. I know a lot of the other tool trucks are limited in the kind of choice they can provide. Either they're prohibited from their franchise agreements or they just don't have the same kind of vendor relationships that we do. So we can do what we want. And this is the heavy duty strap oil filter wrench from Gearwrench. The nice thing about this one is it's got on one side a 1/2-inch drive hole and on the other side a 3/8 drive hole. The Lyle ones only have the 1/2-inch, or rather just, I don't know, or the 3/8. So you just have one or the other. I prefer this one on the truck because of that reason it's slightly better. So that's the one we keep on the trucks. Here's another one of those wrench sets. So these have been selling pretty well. So we're going to keep putting these on the trucks now in multiples. This is a 16-piece metric set. We have a bunch of loose items in here. I don't think there's anything too interesting in here, like reciprocating saw blades and individual wrenches and individual Irwin left-handed drill bits. Sunex 1/2-inch driveline sockets. Nothing really exciting in there, just some smaller items. All right. Okay. All right. People, listen. listen, listen. Are you listening? Listen. I've been very conflicted about this. The glove situation has had me angry for a long time now. All of a sudden, once the pandemic hit, all PPE stuff became almost impossible to find. Couldn't find gloves, masks. We don't sell surgical booties, but we couldn't find those either. I forget I said that. Gloves became like unicorns. You could not find these things for love nor money. And we have a direct buy relationship with Amex that manufactures the GloveWorks brand. We also buy them through ISN. And we would just see who had some available. Well, availability took a hit right away. And then pricing went through the roof on these things. It used to be that we could sell a box of 100 7mm gloves for, I think, $18. Don't compare that to Amazon pricing. Please, this is a tool truck. So guys are happy to spend $18. That was normal. That was a reasonable cost on a tool truck. Sometimes the price would creep up a little bit to around $20, and people are still okay with that. And then the price went so high that, and demand got so much that everything I had left sold instantly. And as soon as anyone knew that I had gloves for what the old price was, they bought them up, and I was out of gloves. So then I go to reorder gloves, and I was shocked to see what the pricing was doing. My cost on these all of a sudden far exceeded what I was retailing them for by a significant percentage, to the point where I had to sell these things for $40 a box. I'll say that again. I'd have to sell a box of 100 nitrile gloves for $40 a box in order to make a profit. And I was not about to do that. So I would never want to put somebody in the position where they'd have to spend that kind of money on a box of gloves. So I said, forget it. We're not going to carry gloves. And I didn't for a year and a half. You can only fight the tide for so long. And when the realization hits you that this is our new normal, whether I like it or not, it is what it is. And I see people buying gloves for not quite $40 a box, but people understand that they now cost $35 a box. I got a few boxes just to have them on the truck. If somebody wants them, there they are. But I didn't go heavy into them. I'm not buying, we used to buy multiple cases worth at a time, but now I'm just buying a few boxes worth. So I have a couple of boxes of large. And these aren't the Amex ones either. These are the Astro grip ones from SAS, because I think these are a little bit less expensive than the Amex ones. So I got a couple of boxes of large, a couple of boxes of extra large, and a couple of boxes of medium. So 2 boxes of each size. And unfortunately, and I hate this, I have to ask $35 a box for them. But it's a sad testament to the times we are in that that's in fact the case. But it is unfortunately what it is, as Bill Belichick is fond of saying. So there they are, another $35 a box. If you haven't seen my new flyer drop video, check it out. New flyers out. This one's good through the end of 2021. Here are a bunch of those PocketMate lights. We buy them by the bazillions now because they sell so quickly. And I think most of these are already spoken for. Guys love the pink ones for their daughters, wives, and girlfriends. And, it's a bunch of pink ones. And there's some red ones and some blue ones. Bunch of those. And we've got even more than that on order. The whole thing hasn't come in yet. There's a... What is this? Transmission refill kit? Oh, this is one of those old transmission refill hoses. These are strangely expensive. I'm not a big fan of the pricing on these. Mighty Vac is not cheap. Mighty Vac isn't cheap, and I'm not a fan of their pricing. But darn it, when you need it, unfortunately, and they kind of have you over a barrel. Yeah, this little thing is ridiculously expensive. Guy wants to know if I could just replace that coupler on the end, and I cannot, unfortunately. So I said, well, all right, give me the whole thing. And it's ugly because it's expensive. There it is. And I think he's paying, what, some ridiculous amount for it? Yeah, $65. And I think I even gave him a discount on it because I felt bad, because that's a stupid price. Thexton has these cool specialty tools. This is this manual / pneumatic, they call it a removal tool. It's an impact driver. Stick that end in your air hammer, stick a bit in the other end, and then you have that handle that you use to manually put some turning force on it while you're hammering it straight on with your air hammer. It is more old school, but you know, an old school guy wants it, and darn it, he's going to get it. I don't know why I have this. I may have accidentally ordered this. This is also a small fastener removal. I might have accidentally ordered this when I ordered the Thexton one, because I know he wanted the Thexton one. I don't know why this is on here. I may have typed something in wrong. Maybe he wanted it. I'm going to ask him and see. I don't know. I don't remember. This is a fish tape from Milwaukee. This is good for electrical work. It's quarter inch steel tape, 25 feet long. This was a special order item. It took a long time to come in. Just arrived. These are those cool angled crimper strippers from OTC. Snap-on's been selling a similar set to this for a long time. There's also a straight pair. This is the 90-degree pair. And this one goes from 20 to 12 gauge wire. And has the insulated and non-insulated crimpers on it, as well as a little grabby tip there. I'm trying to get you to see the serrations. There we go. It's a serrated tip, so you can grab wires with them. Handy little tool. ESI has these infrared thermometers. It's cool. They have a laser pointer feature on these, so you can play with your cat and then take his temperature. Not rectally, though. Don't do that. That's for the vet, not for you. Oh, it's Saturday night. Okay, rectal temperature night. Oh, no, it's not. Get your... Why? Why did you go there? I went there. Why did I go there? I don't know. Because this is a long video. I'm getting punchy. This is a replacement battery for a Streamlight Stryon. What's this big honking looking thing? This is... Oh, it's a repair. This is a snap-on 3/8 air ratchet in a plastic bag. Sentimental value for this. So the guy wanted to spend whatever it took to get it fixed. So all of our Snap-on repairs go to Snap-on. Only Snap-on services, Snap-on power tools. Every other brand gets serviced by a company called Power Tool Repair in Ohio. So between those two, they cover all of our repair needs, and we'll also do some repairs in-house when they're fast and easy. If there's a simple R&R for a broken anvil on an air impact, we'll replace that in-house. Saves us the time and the money for having to ship it out. Saves the customer some time and money too. This Snap-on one will belong to the father of one of our customers, so he's had it forever, and then he passed it down to his son who has it forever. And it just stopped working, so he asked us to get it fixed for him, and we did. So so he'll keep that useful and in his toolbox. And his dad's alive. I mean, his dad's not dead. I see him all the time. Great guy. But it's just nice that you keep that in the family and keep it kind of as an heirloom tool. Hood prop from Lyle. Nothing much to say about a hood prop. Props up a hood. Ullman makes the pocket magnets and the telescopic magnets that we stock. These are the 16-pound ones. Big old magnet on there. They telescope up to 47 feet long, I think. No? 30 and 1/4 inches. That's what I meant. Are these the greatest pry bars of all time? No. Are they the cheapest of all time? No. Are they, however, one of the best values of all time? Oh, I think maybe they are. This 4-piece set from Milwaukee is only $85, and it has sizes that range from 8 to 24 inches. So there's an 8, a 12, an 18, and a 24 inch. There is a striker cap on the back of these, so you can hit them. They're built pretty well. They have an all-metal core, and the shaft goes right up into the striker cap. You can spend more on pry bars if you want to. You can spend far less on pry bars if you want. If you don't have particularly heavy-duty applications, this is a really good set. If your application is really light-duty and you're going to use it around the house for, I don't know, if you want a really light-duty one, there's a $20 set from Titan that I can get you. Or if you have real heavy-duty applications, and we get the Mayhew ones from that cost more than this. But right in the middle, this is a terrific set for a lot of applications. Lifetime warranty on every one of them. This set is going to a gal who works on high-end exotic cars. So they don't have a lot of heavy-duty applications. She's... I don't know how new she is to being a technician. I think she's fairly new. I didn't really talk to her much about her career, but I think she's fairly new based on the things that she has been buying lately. So she's getting tooled up, and she needs a pry bar set, and that's the one that she's getting because it's this really. She doesn't need anything heavy duty. It's not like she's working on really big stuff, and she's pro grade, so she doesn't need anything. You know, she doesn't want the light duty stuff, and this is perfect for her. Right in the wheelhouse of a good budget item with good quality. Individual Gearwrench wrenches that are probably being swapped out under warranty. Yeah, these are all warranty items. And that's an empty box. We've had a bunch of repairs go out to Milwaukee lately for some reason. There's a circular saw that came back for warranty, and some batteries that got replaced under warranty, as well as a 1/2-inch impact, and some other batteries just came back. We do a lot of Milwaukee repair and warranty work. It's not that they're bad quality, it's just that there's so many of them in the market that they just have a ton of them. So, you know, the percentages dictate that we're just going to see a lot of stuff come through. And Milwaukee does a really good job of standing behind their stuff. They are maybe the best at handling warranty claims. No, well, I don't know if they're the best, but they're among the best. Other companies who really like dealing with warranty claims are... Here, let me make the lighting better. How's that? Oh, I think I accidentally hit the power button. I don't know what I cut off. So we're going to pick it up from here and see if I don't screw it up. There might be a big gap in information depending on what I cut off. I don't know. Astro Pneumatics are very good at fulfilling warranty claims. Titan's outstanding. A lot of really good companies out there. Sunex is great at it. OTC, fantastic. These companies make it so easy for us to take care of stuff under warranty. Then I feel really good selling their stuff up front because I know that if there's ever a problem down the line, they're right there just to swap stuff out, send us new stuff, swap out the brokens, and just keep rolling. Very good. All right. We have here some 3/8 impact kits from Milwaukee, as well as Bear high-speed ratchets. These are not the kits. Those are just the tools. It pays to have a mix of Bear tools and kits. The kits are the ones that have the batteries, chargers in a bag. The Bear tools are strictly that. And people are always mixing and matching, or they've got batteries and chargers already. They just want the Bear tools, save some money off the cost of the purchase. So we got a deal on some of the Bear tools, so we got a bunch of those. A bunch of them are already sold. Just got to drop them off. All right, let's talk about the coolest things last year, and that is there's been this enormous interest in the Autel Max Assist scanners. We have two different models here. Their 906BT is the Bluetooth scanner, and that just has a Bluetooth VCI. And this is good for only automotive applications, so all OBD2 vehicles will work for that scanner. And then their 906CV, this is the commercial vehicle version. This is not OBD2, this is the one that has the 9-pin round connector for trucks and buses and things. Let's get comfy and rap about Autel. Let me make sure the lighting's good. Okay. All right, comfy. Here we go. I used to hate Autel. I used to never want to sell the products. And they were, in my estimation, the worst of the worst in the diagnostic sector. Not because of the quality of their products. Their products have always been good quality, nicely priced, and very easy to use. Very intuitive to navigate your way through. And if you didn't know how to use them, it was pretty easy to figure it out as you went. I didn't like them because they had, without a doubt, the industry's worst pre- and post-sales support. If you had a product question, you'd call them. They would not answer the phone. You could leave a message in a general voicemail box, but they would never get back to you. And if you did buy something and had a support question, same deal. No one was there to answer your calls, and you were kind of left swinging out in the breeze. So if people asked me about Autel products years ago, my response was, yes, you will save some money, but understand what you're giving up. You're giving up support. And I understand that you get what you pay for. And in the business that Autel is in, where they make diagnostic tools, it's really a computer business. They're selling computers and software. You give up that support. Bosch, conversely, has the greatest support in the industry, but you're spending way more money for their products than you will on the Autel ones. So if you want the greatest support there is, buy a Bosch. If you wanted no support but a good product, get the Autel. And other companies were somewhere in between. Launch, a little pricier than Autel, but you got some pretty decent support out of them. The times I've needed them for stuff, they've never let me down. Their products were not as easy to use, perhaps, and maybe a little bit slower to load their software than the other brands were. So about 2 years ago, I was at a tool show, and I went to the Autel booth to talk to one of the reps to get some questions answered that one of my customers had about one of their scanners. And as I'm asking him questions, he starts giving me the sales pitch, and he says, "Oh, we buy our products; they're awesome." Blah blah blah. And I said, "Look, I am in no interest in buying your products. I'm only here to get some questions answered, and the reason I'm not going to buy your products is because your support doesn't exist." He said, "We do recognize that," and he assured me that they were making some progress in staffing up in their support end of things so that they could offer good support. I said, well, my previous career was in the IT field for 20 years. I know how this goes. I will believe it when I see it. And I left there feeling very skeptical, but I was going to keep my eye on it. Well, fast forward now, and guess what? Autel has really stepped their game up. They actually put their money where their mouth is. They staffed up in their support departments. Now when you call them, they actually answer the phone. They can give you answers to questions. And I had a couple of support issues, a few months ago, where there was a hardware issue with one of them and a software issue with another unit. Units that I didn't even sell to these guys that they're asking me to help them out with, which, we'll do. So I called Autel, and the guy that I talked to was very, very informative. He gave me answers to my questions. He sent me a new reflash file with emailed instructions for the software problem, and I did that right away, and it worked. And for the hardware issue, he sent return authorization. We packaged it up, sent it off to them. Within a week, we had a new replacement unit sitting on our doorstep. So They didn't even try to fix the old one just to get a new one back in the hands of our customer. They sent a new one out, and I was pretty impressed. And there have been other occasions when I've had to use their pre-sales support by asking them questions about stuff, and they've been really responsive. So I do believe it, because I have seen it, that they were able to make these improvements in the areas where they promised they were going to be making them. Well, good on you, Autel, because what's happened now is the pricing hasn't seemed to really change much. They still have some fantastic pricing. The 906 BT scanner's on sale right now for like $1,800. And the CV one is selling for, I think, $2,400. And at those prices, with the functionality that these things have, they've been selling like crazy. I've never had a 2-month period where I've sold more scanners than the last 2 months with these things. And it's all these 2 different units. I have a unit that I can give out for a demo, because I figured that was worth it. If I can do that and turn that into some sales, awesome. So I have a 906 TS, which is their TPMS version of this unit, which same base unit, but it has a TPMS module built into it. And I've been able to lend that out to people as a demo. They can try it out for a week or 2, see if they like it. And if they do, then they know what they're buying when they buy another 906. And so far, it's been great. And that has been turning into a lot of sales for us. So I'm very grateful. If you're a scanner customer, thank you so much for purchasing the scanners. And if you want one, hit me up. Let me know. I absolutely recommend for all your basic scanning needs a 906 series units, whether it's for automotive or for commercial vehicle. They do have more in-depth offerings, but if you don't need the additional functionality from the really expensive units, you'll do just fine for yourselves with these 906s. Hands down, the best deal going right now in scanners, and that's why sales have been so good. I think that pretty much wraps it up for everything that we have. We've got some really awesome videos coming down the line. Probably the best, coolest thing we've got coming is a great collaborative video with a buddy of mine who's been a customer for a long time and a fellow YouTuber. If you've never seen his stuff, please look at his channel. His name is Garrett Ceasing, and his channel is Scooter911. And he does a lot of scooter related videos, a lot of rapid repair videos for automotive and scooter stuff. Well, back in July of this year, he opened up his own shop with a colleague of his, right in the heart of scooter land in Austin, Texas, and they have been going gangbusters right out of the block. So I'm really happy for him, and he and I are going to get together and do some collaborative stuff on sitting down and talking to him about what it's like to open up his own business and to run a shop. And we'll do a toolbox tour of his, and then he's going to use me for doing some podcast type stuff with him, and we're going to have a lot of fun. He's a great guy. We laugh a lot. And he's one of the smarter guys that I know in the business. So I can't wait to show you that video. It's coming up soon, so do me a favor. Click down here now to subscribe so that you don't miss any of it. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, use a tool. Don't be one.